It is early. So we're off on time. Wanted to be out of here at 6:30. The wind is perfectly calm, which is really nice. And we start our big adventure. See you later, Maximo. Sun is coming up. You can see the fog over on the land. It's a little weird. There's a plane. And we are heading out into the Gulf. February to have such great weather is amazing. Day one ended with a great meal using the mini wontons that we had bought as a BOGO from Publix and some rice, sesame seeds, and it was a really great meal that we ended up having a number of times on this trip. Saturday, February the 25th. I didn't sleep good last night, but I slept great because I was so freaking tired. I didn't sleep the night before. But we're at Boca and the anchorage is great. Super calm. Alright, we're coming into Marco Island Pass. And it's crazy as always. Honestly, not as bad as I thought, but it's a Saturday afternoon about 3 o'clock or so. And we're hopeful when we get there that our anchorage we usually stay out is open. We've seen a couple of boats come in we thought might be going there. And there's only room for 2 is best, but at the most 3 people. But yeah, it's been a pretty day. The red tide was super bad outside the pass here. There was dead fish everywhere. So here we are anchored out for our second day at Marco Island off of what used to be the Snook Inn in that direction. They had a restaurant with, I think, rooms and food. It's really popular. A lot of people go there. Chuck and I went there, I think, once, and we weren't really that impressed with it, so we didn't care for it all that much. Usually there's tons and tons of boats out here. It's a lot of wake, but right now there's red tide. We're coughing like just a little bit here, and it was real bad outside the pass. But anyway, it's good. We're gonna head out tomorrow pretty early for a marathon. And it's supposed to be good weather still, so we're super excited. Decided just to anchor here because it was super calm, and to the right over here is where Marathon Marina is, and that's where we're gonna go get gas in the morning. Chuck called the marina in Bimini and got us a reservation at Blue Water Bimini, I think or it's called, and they said just to call on Tuesday. So this will be our last chance to get gas and fuel up and everything before we head to Rodriguez Key tomorrow to stage up to cross over to Bimini on Tuesday. The weather was glassy, a little bit of wind when we got closer to the Keys, but the Florida Bay was totally glassy. As you can see, there's a lot of people in this anchorage here. We thought there was going to be like 3 boats on AIS, and it turns out there's like a ton of boats. But we were able to get a spot. I feel pretty good about where we are. It is Monday morning, and it's about 8:22. But we just gassed up, and it was $800 and something for the past, 3-4 days that we've used gas. And we had gassed up right before we left, so that's everything we've used on the trip so far. And we had 20 gallons of water that we had to get. It was 15 cents here. I think it's more like 30 or 40 in the Bahamas or something like that. So we're gassed up, we're watered up, and we're heading to Rodriguez Key for the night. And then tomorrow the crossing is looking really good still. Check that on the weather. Our plan is to leave the Florida Keys, which is here on the left, head over to the Bimini Islands where we will check into the country. We'll then head south to Andros. Then we're going to probably skip Nassau if the weather window is good. Nassau is the capital where a lot of people have been, where the cruise ships go and it's super crowded. So our hope is to skip that and go straight to the Exuma Island chains. And from the Exumas, we want to go down to Long Island. And from Long Island, we hope to go over to the Ragged Islands because there's really supposed to be really great fishing. It's 6 o'clock on Tuesday, February the 28th. And we are heading out from our anchorage here in Rodriguez Key. About 12:45 we could see land. It's taken us a while. And the watercolor is amazing. We just came out of 2,000 feet. We're in 80 feet now, and the depth finder started to read again. And it looks gorgeous. My nerves are shot a little bit because it's always nerve-wracking going into a new place you haven't been. And then we have to tie up at the marina. So much easier when you can just anchor. We made it into the marina. Getting into the channel was pretty easy. It seemed pretty obvious. Marina is pretty tight here. But we got in. We had 2 guys to help us tie up. JR is the dock master. He's super nice. We just had dinner at the Cocktail Shack. I had fried shrimp and fried. Chuck had the same thing. lobster wrap. They didn't have that. They were out of a lot of stuff. But it was good. The view's beautiful right here on the water. And Chuck had his first Bahama. We just walked back from dinner. It was literally like 5 minutes. It wasn't very far. The place we were actually going was closed. So we ended up at the place next door. And they were out of like everything. It was so funny. I think we asked for like 6 things and they were out of it. They didn't even have Diet Coke or lemonade or anything. We're leaving Bimini this morning. It's Wednesday. Huge cruise ship here. We thought it was a private boat at first, but it's 600 feet. A lot bigger than we thought. And the pilot boat had to ask us to go around because he was anchored out here earlier. And then he started moving right when we were going to go fish there. But anyway, the seas are pretty good. Not bad at all. Chuck thinks it's going to calm down when we get on the bank. So today I think it's going to be one of our longest days. About 10.5 hours to Andros. Lazy caught something.
It's tiny.
Huh.
Yeah, barracuda.
Barracuda.
Oh no, it looks like a bonita. Yeah, bonita.
Bonita. That's better than a barracuda.
Oh no, it's a Spanish.
A Spanish.
Sounds like a zero.
Oh.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Another Spanish.
Yeah.
He's a decent size. Yeah. Alright, so this is crazy. We just passed a big marker. And it's 2:45 on Wednesday afternoon. And there was all of a sudden boats like everywhere. It's crazy. Sailboats, big boats towing little boats. Although they're not little boats. They're towing like 30-something foot boats, which are their biggie. There's sport fishers. It's just crazy how many boats there are out here. Made it to Andros Island. It was in a record 11 hours, I think. It was a really long day, but super, super calm. We did some fishing along the way, and Chuck caught 2 Spanish. I videoed those, and we didn't really catch anything else. Oh no, he caught another Spanish, I think. We had one really big hit, but it got off. We're here, there's some barges, looks like wrecked over there. Lots of sailboats. I think we're the only trawler that's here. Mostly all sailboats. Our first outing. You see the crab crawling along the rock? That's cool. We finally found the fishies. They're small, but what did we catch?
Oh, that's the bottom.
Oh. I caught a snapper. It was my first fish. I caught 2 yesterday, Spanish. And what did you just catch?
A lane and a schoolmaster.
A lane and a schoolmaster. super small. We saw some dolphins. It seems like a pretty good place.